Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learn to Trade. I am Kevin Tate, and we're back again with the conclusion of the Star Chili Cheese Machine episode. Here she is, and it's ready to go. I went ahead. If you were watching the other day, I did a video on going. We were doing an overview on the components of the Star Chili Cheese Machine. And we went through all of the components and what their functions were. And I decided to go ahead and make the repair on it because as we were doing the breakdown of the components, we came across a disconnected wire, neutral wire on the heater. So that was the whole reason this wasn't heating in the first place. So that was just an overview in case you didn't get to see that video. I would suggest if you didn't see that video, going over an overview on the components of a Star Chili Cheese Machine, I suggest you go back and watch that also because it's good information on all of the components involved in the chili cheese machine. And there was one more thing that I did not mention, which is the temperature probe. Um, by mistake, I skipped over that part, but the temperature probe is connected to the controller in the back, and you can access that temperature probe from the back. You have to take the back panel off, and then straight back in the middle, you'll see the temperature probe, and it has a wire that's going over to the controller. So just remember that part too for those that did watch it. I forgot to go over that part. But, I wanted to do this today so we can finish off and show you the completion. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on right now, and we'll just, let it go through its process. Like I said, I wanted to show you. I did another video on the Star Chili Cheese Machine, but it was very short, and I didn't go over a whole lot on it. But you can also go back and see that one too. But this one, I wanted to show you how to go ahead and set the your set temperature. So I usually set mine at 150. Okay, I'm gonna let it time out. There we go. We'll go back. So like if you go to a location and they're saying that it's not heating up or something like that, the first thing I usually do is go in and see what it's set for. So you go in and there's a button, there's a little button, a red button that says set on it. And you want to go ahead and hit that, press and hold that set button until it goes to the number. And you see the 150 there. And then you press it again. And when you press it again, that sets it in, that locks it in. So if I press set and hold it. If I want to go down, I hit the arrow. There's an up and down arrow. Let's say 145. And then press set. And then that'll lock it in. So when I go back now, it'll be set for 145. Let's just check it. See? 145. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back up to 150. Press set. It locks it in. And as you can see, the numbers are going up. So it is heating up and getting very hot. I've done a cleaning on everything. I cleaned everything up. So it's looking good. Go ahead and open this up. I was able to get some of get that tape that was built up on there. I got that off, cleaned up in here. I cleaned all the accessories, the rollers, the pump heads, the blocks, and the blocks. I got those in right side up. Remember that silver piece has to be on top. and then our tube cover, that's in there also. So I'm going to go ahead and close it, let it keep heating, and just to show you when it's closed, you can hear it. That pump head's turning. That pump head's turning just real quick, so you can see how it does. I'm going to go ahead and press and hold that button, and then that way you can see them turn. Okay, so you can see each of them turn, and it's good to go. So that was just another thing that I wanted to go over and let you know about, that it's all set to go. Now it's ready to go out in the field. Yeah, and and this is stuff that as a technician, this is what you do. You fix things. You fix things for people. You fix things for yourself. This is what we do. So don't be afraid to going to places. If you see a piece of equipment that's just sitting out there, they're throwing it out, or go into a place and just ask them if they have any equipment that they're looking to get rid of. And that's a good way to get a start. Just to go and get equipment, fix it up, and then put it out there, sell it. And then you grow from there, because you never know what type of relationship you can create with that person that you just met, with that person that you asked, do you have any equipment? I'm a service tech. I work on equipment. I'm just going around looking for, any equipment that you might be getting rid of, or you might need work on, things like that. It's not nothing, major, just, walking up and introducing yourself, and then trying to meet the right people, and always keep an ear out for, people that may need help. You might hear someone talking about, oh, my refrigerator's, broken down. I can't get can't get it to work, or my AC is out, or anything like that. You always hear people talking that when you're out and about. So it's just another level. You're on another level of communication with people. Period. And it's about helping people. It's not all the times. It's not every time that I do fix something for somebody that I'm charging them, or if I'm charging them my going rate. A lot of times I'll fix something for somebody, and it's all right. I'll call me next time, or something like that. But that tends to gain a rapport with people, and especially store owners and stuff like that. They understand that you got to get paid and everything like that, but it's also a thing about being human too, and being willing to help, so always keep that in mind too. But right now we're at 135. I want you to be able to see it, go to its full extent. It'll probably get to around 147, 148, and then it'll probably start breaking down again. But yeah, this is a good thing to see, and you've seen all of the components. I urge you to go to the website and go to the manual, the service manual library, and pick this manual up, download it. And all the downloads are free in the library. So, don't stress yourself out with that. It's not any charge for the manuals. The manuals are needed, especially if you're just getting into this business and you're just learning how to link up with different companies, tech support departments and stuff like that. This will help you to be able to get familiar with the equipment that you're actually going to be working on. And you're going to be working on out in the field, especially if you're, around a lot of convenience stores and stuff like that. You'll see a lot of Star equipment. You'll see a lot of Turbo Chef. You'll see a lot of Vindo, the Vindo hot food display cases. You'll see a lot of APW roller grills, Nimco roller grills. You'll see a lot of True coolers and reach-ins and stuff like that. If you're going to be doing any refrigeration, make sure that you make sure that you're clear with the state on what you need as far as certifications and stuff like that. Do they require a type 1 EPA certification? Do they require or do they require universal in order to open up a system? And when I say open up a system, I'm talking about opening up, going in and doing an evacuation, or evacuating the refrigerant, or adding refrigerant. Anything where you're taking off those access ports, or you're trying to put in access ports to a refrigeration system, you need to have some type of certification. So make sure you clear that up, clear yourself up with that, with the state, to make sure that, you have the right certification. And if not, don't worry about it. Work on the hot side. Take your time and get your certification. That's not a problem. It's not a reason for you to just stop all of your progress. Keep moving forward and work on the hot side, work on the coffee, work on the hot foods, the oven, the roller grills, the display cases, the cappuccino machines. There's plenty of work in these sites. So don't sell yourself short. If you a little more advice. This is just all my opinion. It's up to you on how you handle your business. But if you're just getting into the business and you're planning on making this a career change or something like that, then you have to make sure that you're going to be covered financially. You're going to have to have liability insurance. Excuse me. You're going to, if you plan on having employees, you're going to have to take care of all of that, insurance for them and stuff like that. So you don't want to sell yourself short thinking that, oh, you won't get the job, or you won't get the contract if you're asking this much or that much. My advice is, whatever you're making at your present job, or whatever your hourly wage is at this present moment, you wanna, when you go to put in a bid, or a company asks you for what your hourly wage is, don't sell yourself short. Take what you make currently and double it, and make that your bid. Okay, because at least once you start getting work, at least you're going to be getting paid double what you were making on your regular job. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And it's something that I feel that you need to do in order to be able to succeed. Because if you sell yourself short, then you're going to find yourself struggling financially and not being able to go in and do the work you need to do, not being able to get the parts you need to get a job done before you get paid, and that's just a little advice that you could take in hand. And see, right now we're at 150. 151. So we're at a good point right there. And the set point is 150. But remember that that high limit is at 165. That high limit is rated for 165. It shouldn't go much higher than 160 before we start seeing it go back down. It's gonna have a little click, and then it's gonna start going back down, and it'll probably go back down to like 140, 139 maybe, and then it'll kick back in and keep going like that. So it'll just keep cycling the way in that way. You see, now it's back down to 151. So it should have kicked in, and it should have shut down now, and then it should be going back down to about one within the 130 range or so, and then it'll go back up, you know. But that's what I wanted you all to see. This unit is ready to go, and you know, I'm glad that you were able to see this all the way through. For those that haven't gotten to see the first video on this, go back in my videos and take a look at it. And you know, that's about all I have right now. As you see, it's still cycling. So I appreciate you all watching. I'm glad we got to go through all this and complete it. And I look forward to doing more videos like this. And let me know in your comments, you know, how you feel and, you know, what you have going on. And for those that are already communicating with me, keep going, man, and don't give up. And, you know, let me know about your progress, you know, keep me posted. All right, everybody, take care, stay blessed, and be well.